Can't think of any other shit to think about. It's like, whoa, man, that's a great story. No, that wasn't a great story. That was sad little shit. It's like, whoa, tell me more. Who is this guy? He's like, no, that guy is no one. He's like, no, you gotta tell me more, man. He's like, no, I'm not gonna tell you. He's like, why? He's like, well, because this guy's, he's my father. He's like, no, you can't do that. He's like, yeah, I can. This guy's my father. Like, no. He's like, whoa, dude, your father sounds like a bitch. He's like, yeah, he was a cunt. He's like, what? That's edgy. He's like, yeah. So he's like, tell me another story, man. Like, no, I'm not gonna say it. It's like, fine. You had to do with my fucking middle finger, man. He's like, no, you're not gonna deal with that. It's like, fine, I'll tell you the fucking story. So then another day, my dad goes to a grave. He's like, I'm sorry, I failed you. I'm so sorry. I failed the Michael Caine family. It's like, so, and then after that, he goes to like his father's grave and he spits on it and he's like, I'm sorry, I failed you. I lost all my family. I lost my wife, my children. I lost everything. I'm sorry, I failed you. And he's like, and he's like, and then he's like, I lost all my money, all my house. I'm so sorry. I failed you. All because I spit on my father's grave. I kicked it. I spit on it. My wife slapped me in the balls and my face. My children spit on me. My friends left me. No one likes me because I spit on my father's grave. And then Michael Caine was like, I'm sorry, I failed you. And then after that, no one liked him. He's like, whoa, whoa, that's edgy. Yeah, that was really edgy. Yeah, it is, man. No, what you gotta do, what you gotta do to do. It's like, no, you can't do that. It's like, yeah, you can, man. You gotta do whatever the hell you need to do. He's like, no, you can't do that. He's like, yeah, you can, man. Just do it. Don't let your dreams become memes, dumbass. And he's like, whoa, okay, I'm fine, I'll do it. And then after that, he told like another fucking story, and he's like, Alfred, get the fuck out of my house. No one likes you. And then Alfred was like, I'm sorry, I failed you. I'm sorry, Master Wayne. All I heard was when you were little, I saw you coming out of your mother's vagina. Your head was poking out. I was like, that was a miracle of birth. What did I see? I've never seen anything like this. I never got my wife pregnant, so I've never experienced a miracle of birth. But when I saw you, it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about the vagina. I'm like, what a fucking pervert am I? Alfred, you sick fuck. And he's like, no, I'm sorry, don't kick me out. And he's like, I'm gonna have to, Alfred, you're a fucking cunt. He's like, I'm sorry. So then they kicked Alfred out, and then after that, Alfred was a sad, lonely little bitch, and no one liked him. And he was a pretty sad little asshole. What am I trying? And then the guy's like, "Hi, my name is Britney, and today I'm gonna be your waitress." And he's like, "No, you're not gonna be my waitress, fucking shit." He's like, "Hi, what do you want to eat?" And he's like, "I would like some, like, maybe you a burger and some fucking fries and shit like that, and maybe Dr. Pepper." And he's like, "Oh, wait, yeah, we're out of like Dr. Pepper, like, but I can go in the back if you want me to, like, yeah." And then he's like, "You fucking little bitch. I asked for a fucking Dr. Pepper, you little bitch." And he's like, "Well, I'm sorry, sir, but, like, we're out of Dr. Pepper. So I'm gonna go in the back and, like, smoke right now, because I'm a bitch, apparently, to you." So, yeah, just, yeah. So, and then after that, the guy went up to the counter. He called up management, and he was like, this little bitch of an employee that you have is being a complete asshole to me. She's not refilling it. Do you have any more Dr. Pepper?" And they're like, "Yeah, we have plenty of it. What are you talking about?" And it's like, "Well, your employee of the month says you don't have any and wants to go out in the back and smoke." And he's like, "Okay, we'll do something about it. Hold on." And then they went up in the back and then they went up to the fucking girl and they fucking they fucking punched her in the face and threw her out the fucking window. And it's like, and she fucking like went flying like Superman, and then fucking Hancock, and yeah, they apparently they found out she was like some sort of bitch woman girl, super woman or something like that. So it's like, oh wow. And there's this other, and I never saw her again. After that, they, like a week later, there's like this guy went up to Burger King. It's the same guy decided to stop going there and decided to go to Burger King and such. It's like this guy is having a rough time. He's like, instead, he goes to Burger King instead. He's like, "Yeah, I'd like a Whopper and some fries." And then you hear this voice along the line like, "I'm sorry, sir. We don't have any like Whoppers." But that voice sounded all too familiar. Oh, I wonder who this could be. And then they looked at, he drove up to the window, and it was a fucking woman that that kept stalking him. It's like, "Oh, it's you." It was like, "Oh, hell no." He grabs out a Glock. He starts shooting her ass. Shooting her ass. But she lives. So she flies out the window like Shrek on meth. And then flies away into the distance and never returns until like 6 years later. It's the same guy. He's like, I don't know, maybe in the 60s, in his like 60s now. Like years later, he's like in the 60s, so he goes to like the mall. And he goes to like the mall or whatever the hell he's going to, and he bumps into this girl and says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'll help you." Then he's like, "No, bitch, I can do it myself." And it's like, whoa, that voice, I heard it before. He looks up, and mother of God, it's her again. He's like, "Yeah, I'm back, bitch." So, and then the girl grabs out a Glock, the same Glock that the guy used. Exact one. With the guy's initials on it. And he shoots him. And he's like, "That's what you get, like, bitch." It's like, he shoots him down. And then he flies off into, into the distance. It's like he dies, but he doesn't die because he goes to the hospital, and then he's like, oh man, where am I? And he's like, sir, you're in the hospital. We're gonna help you, okay? And the guy's like, oh, okay. So after that, the guy gets like on like medical, I don't know, medical pills and shit like that. He gets help from the doctors, and they help him up, and yeah, they they help him up, put him on life support and shit like that, and he's alive. He lived. Until one of the doctors came in, and he handed him prescriptions, and and then the guy looked at the prescription bottle. It wasn't his, so he's like, sir, um, sir, this isn't my prescription. The man turns around and says, bitch, please. These are your prescriptions. You're gonna take it, and you're gonna, like, die, okay? Apparently, it was a man, but it had a woman's voice, but they found out it was the woman. He just had, like, a fake, she just had, like, a fake beard on and such and shit like that. And she looked, like, almost looked like a man. It was like, okay. So, and this woman keeps haunting this guy. So what this guy does, he fucking gets out of the hospital, runs away, and then for some reason he has superpowers now. So he flies off into the distance, and and like they fucking like Michael Caine comes back from the dead, and Michael Caine's like, I'm sorry, I failed you. And he's like, Michael Caine comes back and says, I was in movies once, but now I'm not gonna let this son of a bitch live. So he grabs out like an AK-47 out of his ass and starts shooting this woman. The hell about this guy? And he's like, oh no, I'm dying. And then the woman dies, and then yeah, because the woman was a stalker and evil and shit like that. So it's like, yeah. Michael Caine's like, I came back from the dead to tell you that I'm sorry I failed you, but I'm not sorry at the same time because I learned from my past mistake, and I'm sorry. But also not just that, but I I failed Bruce Wayne, and Bruce Wayne didn't like me anymore, so he kicked me out of the house, and I'm homeless. I have no place to live. However, I found a bridge underneath the building where Dora the Explorer lives, and Dora the Explorer didn't like me because I was British. I told her to go fuck herself, but she didn't like that. So her and her Spanish family came out and started aiming their guns at me. Until the Explorer didn't like that. So I ran away. I went to the deep dark pits of the sewers, where I found a Ninja Turtle. And this fucker looked at me with beaming white eyes, called me a fucking sprayed his steaming green shit at me. And I fainted on the floor, waking up to a rat fucking me in the ass. I had no words back then. That's why I gave up on life. That's why I gave up with reality. That's why I gave up with Bruce Wayne. Because I'm a faggot. Oh my god. What the hell is this story? Waking up to a fucking rat fucking him? What the hell? Oh, well. Oh, well, what even is this anymore? Anyway, it's like no one likes me anymore because I'm a faggot who lives in a fucking teepee. Who lives in a fucking teepee. I tie knots and strings just to live. I met some lady who surprisingly let me in her home, but it was a fucking teepee. I walk inside, there's a torch. She closed the blinds and aims the torch at me. I'm like, why are you aiming a torch at me? What have I done to deserve this? And she's like, because you're a faggot. Everyone hates you. Because you spit and kicked your father's grave. Because you're a bloody faggot. And this guy's like, what have I done? And then the almighty God himself comes out of the teepee, who fought us, comes in the teepee, looks at me deep in the eyes. I'm terrified though. I look at him, and I'm like, what the hell do you want from me? I'm gonna aim sticks at me now. And he's like, no, I'm gonna fuck you in your ass. I'm like, oh no. So I get bent over, and then I get blacked out, and then I wake up and realise I'm tied up to a tree. And then I wake up realising I was fucked by a rat. What the hell? And that's why I'm a faggot. That's why no one likes me. That's why Bruce Wayne left me. That's why he kicked me out of the house. Kicked me out of my home. That's why Bruce's parents died. That's why the woman in the teepee aimed a torch at me. That's why the fat bloody man bent me over and blacked me out. That's why a bloody Ninja Turtle stabbed me in the eyes and spewed his green shit at me. That's why a fucking rat with a robe fucked me in the ass. That's why I'm a faggot.